Boy, boy, boy. People is still threatening Fani Willis. Fani Willis is the DA in the Young Thug trial, RICO trial, and it's in the Trump case. Is speaking on her death threats and attacks. Okay? Let's hear what she got to say, y'all.
So when I declare all must be treated equally and all must be held accountable, I had no idea that that was a controversial concept or topic for America. I had no idea by stating this, it would make me a controversial figure that would become worthy of constant personal attacks and death threats.
Willis said she has, quote, lived the experience of a black woman who is attacked and over-sexualized. Trump and his allies, including co-defendant Rudy Giuliani, have pronounced Willis's first name as Fani, and Giuliani recently referred to her with a derogatory.
To America today, black women are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
While addressing the congregation at Turner Chapel AME Church, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis also took time to address her critics, like former New York Mayor Rudolph Giuliani, one of the co-defendants in the Fulton County election interference case against former President Donald Trump.
I've heard from friends of all religious backgrounds and all races really disgusted that in God's house, ugliness against women is celebrated and not condemned.
The remarks came less than 24 hours after Willis filed a motion to dismiss the appeal that is seeking to have her removed from the case. If the motion is denied, the Georgia Court of Appeals will hear arguments in October. Willis did not directly address the case, but did say she would continue to work toward what she calls her mission, to make sure justice serves every member of the public.
I have caused others so much fear by having the audacity to work towards my goal every day to make sure Lady Justice works hard for, hear me on this, that Lady Justice works hard every day to serve all of her constituents.
Former Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade sat in the back of the audience but did not make any remarks and liked take questions after the speech. His romantic relationship with Willis led to the initial hearings, which resulted in him stepping down from the case. Now, hold until the Georgia Court of Appeals makes a final ruling on the appeal filed by Trump and his co-defendants.
A defiant Fulton County District Attorney delivers a message to her detractors.
Black women are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
During an appearance today at an African Methodist Episcopal church outside Atlanta, Fani Willis talked about what she's gone through since former President Donald Trump tried to get her removed from prosecuting his election subversion case in Georgia, and since Nathan Wade resigned as a prosecutor in the case because of their previous relationship.
What can I say? I lived the experience of a black woman who is attacked and over-sexualized. See, I'm so tired of hearing these idiots call my name as Fani in a way to attempt to humiliate me. Because like silly schoolboys, the name reminds them of a woman's rear, of her behind.
Willis did not mention anyone by name in her speech, but alluded to the moment Trump's former attorney, Rudy Giuliani, made an offensive remark about her at a Michigan church event last week.
I've got two prosecutors, Fani the hoe.
Oh.
Willis responded to that this morning.
Very anti-Christian behavior celebrated. In fact, they cheer, celebrated, and laugh loudly.
This came just hours after CNN's
no.
Caitlin Collins interviewed Nathan Wade. A tense moment came with this question.
When did the romantic relationship between the two of you start?
There's been this effort to say that, okay, these exact dates are at issue, and these exact dates are I'm getting signaled here.
A consultant to Wade interrupted the interview. They moved aside and spoke for a few moments. Then Collins resumed.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Just to revisit the question, it was to clarify when the romantic relationship
Wow,
started.
what was that
and
about?
When it ended.
Sure. So, I believe that the public has, through the testimony and other interviews, the public has a clear snapshot that this is clearly just a distraction. It is not a relevant issue in this case.
As Willis continues to fight Trump's appeal to get her kicked off the case, analyst Norm Eisen believes she's got a good shot at staying on.
Her relationship with her former deputy, Nathan Wade, did not prejudice Donald Trump in any way. He was not a witness in the case. There's no allegation that they shifted the evidence in any way.
3 times, Caitlin Collins asked Nathan Wade if he thought his personal involvement with Fani Willis played any role in the delay of the Georgia trial, likely until after the 2024 election. 3 times, Wade said he did not think the relationship played any role in that. Like Willis, Wade said there have been threats against his life, which he described as being constant. Wolf.
Brian Todd reporting. Brian, thank you.
Back today, Atlanta News first political reporter Doug Reardon was there when the DA spoke less than 24 hours after one of her former prosecutors and romantic partners gave an interesting interview.
That special prosecutor, Nathan Wade,
See what you think about us. That you believe it is acceptable to sexualize and attack us.
Fulton County DA Fani Willis responding to sexist attacks hurled at her by a defendant in her historic election indictment case. This week, former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani used a
Now he know he wrong.
to reference Willis and her prosecution of him and 18 others. On Thursday, addressing members of the local African Methodist Episcopal District at their annual meeting, Willis brushed off the insults.
See, that's why they mad. Because while they over there running their mouth, I'm over here paying them no mind, thriving.
Willis recently won a primary race to keep her seat as DA, but her position as lead on the election indictment case is a bit more uncertain. A relationship with her former top prosecutor, Nathan Wade, who was in the crowd Thursday, ended with weeks of testimony, Wade's resignation from the case, and an appeal that's still pending over Willis's future.
What role do you believe that your actions played in that?
I don't believe my actions played a role in it at all.
In an interview with CNN just hours before Willis gave her address,
What
Wade
y'all
called
think?
his decision to date Willis during the prosecution, quote, bad timing. The timing of their relationship has been the source of some controversy, and when asked during his interview,
These exact dates are I'm getting signaled here.
Wade had to
You know, I don't think this is nothing about black women. I don't know why that why was she bringing it up in that congregation? I don't think this had nothing to do with no black woman.
and step off camera to speak with his team before finally sitting back down and answering.
The public has a clear snapshot that this is clearly just a distraction. It is not a relevant issue in this case.
And with this indictment,